What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside of the Tap In studio. Your boy Jerome Rogan is in the building, aka Donte. Man, we got a dope show today. Man, I'm joined with two special guests in the building, Chris and my boy John. Man, what's happening, man?
What up?
How y'all doing? Make sure y'all talking on the mics, man. Make sure we can want to hit.
What's good? We tapped in.
That's right.
And play out live.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Man, so I got y'all have a crazy story, and we're gonna get into it. But I want to just start where I got introduced to it. You know what I mean? So one of my boys, my frat brother, Huey, hit me. He was like, "Yo, man, my boys got a story, and they need to be on your platform. They need to share their story." And I was like, "Okay, man, put me in contact with him." Then he got me hooked up with Chris. So I was like, "Okay, yeah, we need to tell this story, man." So let's get into it. Let's start from here. How do y'all know each other? Chris and John, how do y'all know each other?
Brothers.
Y'all brothers?
Brothers.
Oh, okay. Straight out mama womb.
Straight out mama womb.
Okay. All right, bet. Okay. So man, let's start from how were y'all as kids, man, when y'all was running around? Y'all from Texarkana, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So how was y'all as little boys, little kids running around?
Well, I go, he go.
Okay, get close, yeah.
Well, I go, he go. Mama said, "Hey, you go on a bike, put him on a back." You know what I mean? So when you go, he go.
Okay. And so, what kind of stuff was y'all getting into when y'all was little?
He a little older than me, you know what I'm saying? So
What's the age difference?
10.
Okay, you 10 years older?
Mm.
Man, you look old, Chris.
Pretty beat up right now.
No, so, like, what kind of stuff was y'all getting into? What kind of things were you taking them to, John?
Man, we just ride around the hood, introduce the little folks I know and stuff, you know what I mean? Not putting them in the mix, but you know what I mean? Just sitting around, hanging around, learning some things from older folks.
Okay, like what kind of things?
Sitting around, really we messed with some dogs, really, when we was little, you know what I mean? Had a little game going on, but I wasn't trying to show him the game, you know what I mean? But the game was going to get introduced to him anyway, so, you know, what his eyes don't see, he don't know. You know what I mean? So just trying to keep it on the down low on him.
Okay. All right. And what was your take from it, Chris? Was you already peeping game, or what was going on, or?
I mean, yeah. More so after our mother passed, like in 96. And then so he pretty much had custody, you know, him and my sister.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, so I lived with them, and more so after that, you know what I'm saying? We were just messing with dogs and, you know, just other stuff like that, but that was my guardian, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. What kind of dog was y'all messing with?
I was messing with game dogs back then.
Like pit bulls?
Pit bull, yeah.
Okay, you was fighting them?
Yeah, I did a little bit here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Mike Vick.
Before Vic.
Yeah.
Before Vic.
Can we turn that fan on? I'm sorry. And get a little higher. I mean, yeah, because it's starting to get warm in here. Okay. All right, so y'all was messing with dogs, and y'all was just fighting the dogs in the neighborhood?
Yeah, neighborhood, country, little towns and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Trying to get known in the world.
Yeah, okay. What was what does a dog fight go for? Like, how much money can you make from dog fighting?
Shit, make 100,000 if you want to.
How, really?
Yeah.
How?
Put it up, you get it up.
So if you think your dog can win, then I'm gonna put up 100,000 on your dog.
You bet what your pockets can pay.
Okay, bet. Yeah. All right. So let's so you running around with your big brother. How do y'all come into you teaching him the game, or you recognize that he know the game now?
Well, by him being with me all the time, you know what I mean, he ain't slow, you know, so he gonna peep out the people I hang around, the people that come around, you know what I mean. My swag might not been the same as theirs, but they swag gonna show everything, you know what I mean. So his eyes gonna tell it all. Okay.
All right. And so what kind of stuff did you like show him? Like, I mean, because at some point, Chris recognized what was going on. You know what I mean? At some point.
I mean, I wouldn't say he was showing me. He was just living his life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was young when my mother passed, so it's like he just living his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as we're going on, I'm just picking up and seeing, what it is more so than him trying to show me, because he wouldn't try to show me nothing intentional.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just seeing it is just.
So what was you doing, John? Let's get into specifics. What was you out there doing?
Okay, so you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get specific, you know what I mean? So when I move, you know what I mean, I might have some weed, you know what I mean, marijuana. You know what I mean? So he gonna see the game, you know what I mean? I might have some bundles, you know what I mean? He just being there, being around, you know what I mean, he gonna see it anyway, you know what I mean? So I have bundles here, money here, so he come in, he gonna see it. You know what I mean? So when he step around, I try to move a different way, you know what I mean? But the lifestyle kept flowing and flowing, there ain't no way I could miss him out, you know what I mean? So he gonna see it. I didn't want it in the game, but the game was introduced to him by being around me.
Yeah. So was you how big were, I guess, the stuff you were selling? Like what would you buy to get? Was you buying pounds, or were you just buying little ounces here and there?
I'm buying pounds.
You was buying pounds?
300 to 500 pounds at a time.
300 to 500?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. So you was almost like a little kingpin in Texarkana.
Most definitely.
Okay. All right. And so was that all that you was doing at that point? You was just selling weed?
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Okay. And what did you graduate to?
To meth, where I got arrested for.
Okay. How did you get introduced to meth? Because I always think like meth is like a white person drug. You know what I mean?
It was a down low for black folks, you know what I mean? Really. You know, they kept it on the down low. It just went all white folks drug. Back in 02 and 01, you know what I mean? Us as black guys, we kind of hit the market with it then. It just wasn't as popular, you know what I mean? We stayed down low with it more as the white folks. They was more as the users, you know what I mean? And we was the sellers.
Okay. And what year did you get introduced to even start slanging?
I want to know that.
Maybe back in 95. No, I'm going to say 91.
91.
What year you graduated? What year was that?
Well, yeah, what year is that? Y'all talk up, man, so we can hear y'all in the mics.
Yeah, what year was that? I want to know.
You can move the mic, Chris, if you need to.
92.
Pick it up, yeah, so you ain't got to bend down. There you
91,
go.
92 was 91. Back in the 90s, man, it was real heavy. You know what I mean? Just on the real in the late 80s. You know what I mean? That's when the world was really booming with the cocaine deal. You know what I mean? So back in late 80s, you know what I mean? I was really heavy in the cocaine. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I kind of pulled back when I moved from the city. But the move from Texarkana, to the city, I pulled back from cocaine and started going to marijuana because it was a booming thing back then. You know what I mean? So it was making more money than marijuana than really cocaine, because marijuana was worldwide. You know, when people come from everywhere to get marijuana.
Yeah. Okay. And who put you in the game? Who showed you like, hey man, this is what you do, or this is how you can make some money?
Well, I was used to hang around older guys. You know what I mean? So I watched those guys, you know what I mean, do their thing. So by me hanging around those guys, they pretty much say, hey, you can take this here and do this here with it. You know what I mean? And we can come together and we can make this. So they put it in my hands. You know what I mean? When they put it in my hands, like I said, in the late 80s, it was booming. So once you put it in your hand, everybody was on. So it just started from there.
Yeah, okay. And when how long before when you started to the time that you got popped and went to jail? How long was that run?
From really when I got started good it was back in 90.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Till 2013.
So you had a nice little run.
I had a great run. You know what I mean? Went to jail a few times here and there, but never got caught up on nothing heavy. You know what I mean?
Okay. Man. And that whole time, that's all you was doing? It was cocaine, weed, meth. That was it?
That was it.
Oh, okay. About how much money did you make that you would say that touch your hands?
About touched my hand at one time. About $300,000.
All at once?
At once.
I see why, Chris. I see why.
I remember one time, like I said, I'm just around at that time. I ain't knowing what's going on. Hey, go get this bag. Go meet old boy up the street. Get this bag. You know, I know it wasn't nothing to send me in a cross. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing like that. But when I got this bag, come back after they count that bag up, man, it was 140 racks. I'm like, damn, did I just go?
Damn.
140.
God.
I know, right?
140.
It's crazy. I was riding through that other day. Me and Coco was going to get something to eat at Norma's Cafe.
Okay.
Drove right by that house. You know what I'm saying? Right by that house. You remember that? Yep.
I had some serious plugs back in the days. For shit.
Who was you dealing? Was you dealing with like Colombians or who was your?
I had Spanish plugs.
Down in Mexico.
But I had more than one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I keep them all satisfied. I wouldn't just use one. You know, so I would use each one for different purposes. You know what I mean? So when they come around, they make sure they call me. You know what I mean? I used to have a little guy one time. You know what I mean? They would come. I would be missing for a couple days. I might be out of town or something. He'd come by the house. Hey Jay, you know what I mean? I've been looking for you. I said, what's up? He said, man, I got something for you, man. I can't do nothing. I got something for you. He said, come by the house. So I go by his house or something. You know what I mean? He got a spot in the back. I go in the back, man. He got about 150, 200 pounds of marijuana. You know what I mean? This all yours. I ain't touched it. This you. You know what I mean? Just do what you do. Hit me back. You know.
Damn, that sounds like a setup.
Ain't no setup.
Nah.
No, that was good. Like, no, it was like that. Like, I was so young, I wasn't comprehending. You know, you don't understand till you get a little older. And I ride by them spots now, Claret and all that. Over there, I'm like, damn, this is what was going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
God.
Like, yeah.
And Texarkana, to me, I guess from the outside, it looks small. Like, it feels small. I've been down there like once or twice. It feels small. It don't feel like even that kind of money's even going around in Texarkana.
Oh, it may be the most money. Like, maybe in Texas, like that whole area, that I-30 area, that's money. Like, that's big paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dudes get money.
And so what happened? Now, everybody who we finna list or talk about, they've already been to jail. Everything has already been done, so we not incriminating nobody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened that led up to when you got busted, when you got caught?
Well, you know, I was messing with this dude I used to think that was my partner from high school, from playing basketball, football, you know what I mean, all the way up to we growing up is becoming men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Got caught up in the jail. This is what I suspect. You know what I mean? So he couldn't take his downfall. You know what I mean? So the ears to the streets was they offered him 30 years to life. So in order for him to get his deal, you know what I mean, he started calling individuals he knew that can help him out. You know what I mean?
What you mean calling? Like start snitching on them or setting them up?
Setting them up. Set everybody up. You know what I mean? Riding around with wires and microphones.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But these were guys he knew. You know what I mean? That he used to fuck with. So they wouldn't at the time. See, I was staying up here in Dallas. He was staying in Texarkana. So at the time, I wouldn't know what he had going on because, you know, I kind of pulled back from a few guys down there and started going to some other guys. You know what I mean? The money got a little better than what was going on. So started going to some other guys. So he called me. I done went to town down there a couple times to deal with a couple dudes down there before. I still had some plugs down there. So I ride by his house. He get out of prison. I ride by his house. You know what I mean? Holler at him. You know what I mean? Because he was looking for me. So he said he want me to hit his hand. You know what I mean?
What's that mean?
Hook him up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Plug him up, you know what I mean? He heard that what I had going on. So I went and hook him up, you know what I mean? So I told him, yeah, you know, you my dog, you know what I mean? We done been through some shit together. You know what I mean? This ain't the first rodeo that he done went down by leaving one of my spots and he didn't tell on me. So everything was all good. You know what I mean? In my eyes was, okay, you know, holler at me. He asked me, you know, you give me a few pounds of it? Yeah, cool, I got you. Don't worry. You know what I mean? So one day he called me up. He said, "Hey man, let me come down, man. Let me get a half a pound of that milk from you." I said, "Cool, come on down. You know what I mean? I got you." So he pulled up one day, and I said, "Well, this is what I do." I said, "Oh, better yet, meet me at my partner's house." You know what I mean? We ride by my partner's house because I was away from the house. We ride by my partner's house. I'm gonna let my partner. I grab from my partner. I give it back to him. You know what I mean? So I roll by there. You know what I mean? We scoop it up. I get in the car with him. We chop it up. You know what I mean? We talking about kids, basketball, back in the days and shit. You know what I mean? I had got robbed one time, so you know I asked him some questions on me getting robbed. You know what I mean? He come up with the answers on me getting robbed. You know what I mean? So I said, "Oh, okay." So in my mind, like, okay, trying to help me out. But then we burn off. You know what I mean? So then, a couple of days later, a couple of guys from the hometown called me and said, "Hey man, you know old Mike? Yeah man, he down here snitching, man, ratting folks out." I said, "What?" You know what I mean? So mine was like, "Damn, I just gave this motherfucker a half a pound of milk."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like shit. So I said, okay, so I pulled back. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull back for a little bit now. So I pulled back. Now my phone started ringing a lot from Texarkana, so I don't answer this motherfucker no more. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna pull back. You know what I mean? So then I got a couple of people I keep in touch with. I know that ain't fucked up. You know what I mean? Gonna tell ears to the streets down. I said, "Yeah, man, old Mike down here ratting everybody out down this motherfucker, man." You know what I mean? So I said, "Oh shit." You know. So one day I get arrested. You know what I mean? So I go to jail.
You get arrested for something else.
I get arrested for something else.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I go to jail. You know what I mean? So in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna sit this motherfucker for about a couple of days to see if anything.
Make sure, yeah.
I'm gonna sit this motherfucker for a couple of days to see if anything gonna show up on what's going on. So I said about 30 days, I sat in this motherfucker as long as I could to try to wait it out. So after that 30-day mark, I said, let me get up out of here. You know what I mean? So I called to the house, you know what I mean? I get me a lawyer, you know what I mean? I pay me a lawyer to get up out of that motherfucker. Take the charge and get up out of there on that 30th day.
Mm.
So I get out of there on the 30th day. And then 2 weeks later, the motherfucking feds called my phone. But I don't know because it's still a Texarkana number.
Mm.
So when I called it back, they said it was the CPS, Child Protective Service. So I said, what the fuck going on with my kids down here? So I called that number back. And he said, when he called it back, he said, this is Lieutenant Greer. I remember this shit. This is Lieutenant Greer.
And you haven't talked to Mike at all in between the time.
First of all, we ain't gonna acknowledge whatever his name is.
Oh, okay.
We call
Okay.
him whatchamacallit.
Okay. So you haven't talked to what.
Right.
You haven't talked to him since you first gave him that meth.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
So then, the officer called me and said, he called me by my name. He said, this is Johnny Hunt? I said, yeah, this is me, what's up? He said, you sold whatchamacallit. He said, that's our boy, whatchamacallit. You sold him half a pound of meth. I said, no, man, I ain't did that. He said, yeah, you did. He said, that's our boy. I got something I want you to listen to and see. I've been in the game a long time. My mind, I said, shit, this motherfucker got me on video, footage, and audio. And he said, I got something for you to listen to and see. I know what time it is. So I asked him, I said, hey, you got a warrant? He said, nah. So he started naming out some more of my partners. He said, I'm the one that gave them their time.
So they already in jail.
Yeah, they was already locked up. You know what I mean? He started naming out. I said, I'm the one that gave them their time. I said, well, you got a warrant? He said, not yet. I said, well, you holler at me when you get one then. You know, every day at all, there was the feet breaks. You know what I mean?
God damn. So, okay. And you in Dallas at this point,
Dallas.
and he's calling you from Texarkana.
Called from Texarkana.
And at no point you even try to reach out to to what you call it and be like, yo, what the fuck?
I don't need to reach out to what you call it no more, man. He did what he did. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna help nothing reaching out to what you call it.
Oh man, because now he dirty. Because he yeah.
So on the flip side, you know, he live a whole nother world. I'm on some other shit.
Okay.
All right. So I was having my my 30th birthday party, and all types of weird people. And the way I was promoting it, it was cool. You know, I was giving shout outs to whoever, you know, said they're gonna be in the building, whoever is somebody or whatever. And then, you know, you got individuals who are affiliated with other individuals, you know, just reaching out. Like he ain't on that shit like that.
What you mean?
Like he didn't fuck with social media and stuff
Oh,
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So actually, yeah, Huey was there. Actually, like, you know what I'm saying? Huey got me so drunk before the party, like the whole bottle of Moet.
Yeah.
So, it was people asking, you know, hey, who gonna be in there? Like, you know, it's gonna be some bosses in there. I'm like, shit, whoever gonna be in there you want. You drop the bread for that table. You know how it go. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, some other people, you know, who are, you know, relatives were reaching out and different things all around at the same time. But I'm not, like I said, tapped into really, you know, what's going on in the city per se.
Yeah.
So it was just weird. You know, I don't think we ever really got to talk about it, like to say, you know what I'm saying, who was, you know, reaching out on the internet. Because, like, they just had a whole little thing going, you know what I'm saying, as far as trying to, you know, catch some shit up. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, they're reaching out in all different angles. Like, hey, Chris having a big party, you know what I'm saying, in Dallas.
So who's reaching out? Like the feds or?
No, people that are had close ties with whatchamacallit.
Oh, okay. Oh,
you understand
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, you know, on social media, you might be friends with.
So they trying to. So
yeah,
he trying to go through you to try to get him, to try to get John.
Yeah, I feel so. Yeah.
Okay.
Or anybody, for that matter, because you asking, are there gonna be bosses in there? We just promoting the party. It's Grambling Preview weekend, which happens to be my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
So we just promoting the party, but after I went back and replayed it,
people was reaching out trying to find out
shit.
Yeah, trying to gain information who was coming.
He wasn't on the grid like that anyway. He just kind of just fell back. I think you might have came to the party. You just kind of came in and out or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's not even on the camera or nothing. Because we had video footage in there and everything. No, he didn't even come in. He just came to the parking lot. Just, you know, what up? That's about it.
And this is the 2013 or what year was this?
Yeah, that was 13.
2013.
Yeah, it had to be.
12.
Was it 12?
One of them.
Yeah.
2012, 2013.
What year is this? 2020?
It's 12.
It was 13.
13.
Yeah, it was 13.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it was all types of weird little stuff that you look back at.
Yeah, in hindsight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so once you hang up with the detective, you just immediately go in, you just get low, immediately go in the high, or?
Once I hung out with the detective, that 2 week mark, you know, after it was about 2 weeks, they called my phone back, you know what I mean, and asked them, hey, are you willing to come talk to us? You know what I mean? I told them, ask them again, do you got a warrant? He said, well, we'll see, you know what I mean, just come holler at me. And then, yeah, after I just hung the phone up. Immediately, I went on a high spurt then. Immediately, I went on a high spurt.
Okay. And where was you at? Where was you going? Like, take me through that time. How long was you on the run?
About 9 months, 10 months.
And what are you doing for the 9 months? Well, like, what's going on? Like, what do you immediately do once you hang up the phone? What do you do then?
I relocated.
To where?
I went to first spot I went in Irving. You know what I mean? Cause then I'm in Box Springs.
You in where?
Box Springs, Cedar Hill area.
Oh, okay.
So then I went to Irving. I went way out the way. You know what I mean? So when before that way happened, They started kicking it. They started hitting the spots up. They started coming
In Texarkana or in Dallas?
in Dallas.
Mm.
They started coming by the spots.
No, so I was driving trucks at the time. All right, so my wife would be like, "Hey, these people keep coming, leaving a card on the door. We don't know who it is." And I'm like, "Oh, it's just some shit. He always got some shit going." You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I mean, I ain't knowing what it is and who it is at the time." You know what I'm saying? And so, like one day, I just took the card. You know what I'm saying? Just, "Oh, man, you need to call these people. These motherfuckers have been by my crib a bunch of times. I don't know what's up. I don't know what this about."
And
He
you
had just
still-
got out of jail. You remember you had went to jail in what, Waxahachie or something like
That's
that?
what I'm talking
Yeah. So you did like 30 days in there. So they had been leaving, like I said, leaving cards and stuff up until that point. Yeah, up until that point, I believe. And so I was like, let me take this shit by here. You know, once he got out and everything, gave him the cards or whatever. And I guess that's when he hit him up. You know, he's like, man, what these motherfuckers talking about, man? Like, I'm like, I didn't think nothing of it.
And you was in Texarkana. You living in Texarkana.
No, I live in Dallas.
You was living in Dallas,
Yeah.
and they come by your crib in Dallas.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he
shit.
didn't have a he didn't have a address per se. Like so, like he could get mail. He used my house as a mailing address.
Oh,
and
okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, they would be coming by there or whatever. So I knew where he was at. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. But I ain't knowing that he necessarily ducking somebody.
Yeah.
Either, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I take the card by there, you know what I'm saying? Then he hit him up. So I don't know, what that was like or whatever. But I knew they was coming by there a whole lot. My wife was like, dang, people keep coming by here, all the time. I'm like, I ain't telling you. Eric already got some shit going. So,
Yeah.
wasn't thinking nothing about it.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to, once they hit you up, you go to Irvin, and then where?
Then I went to Cedar, Duncanville.
Okay. So you just bouncing around Dallas area.
Yeah, here and there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? From there, I went to Cedar Hill. So I went to Cedar Hill. You know what I mean? There was a couple of spots over there. Was in Cedar Hill. I used to go. They had a spot right here, and a spot by 6 houses down or something. You know what I mean? So they was watching one spot, and I was at another spot watching them. So, you know what I mean? They thought that they would. So what I did, I lost communication with the streets. So, so once I lost communication with the street, and now it's a foot chase, you know what I mean? Now you try to chase me. You trying to find me. I had a little spot out in, Red Oak?
Glen Heights.
My son had a spot in Glen Heights. They hit that spot up one time, wrestled my son down on the ground and stuff.
See, but you done fast forward before the actual bullshit.
Yeah.
What happened?
So let me go a day before that. Now, I had like the night before, maybe I don't remember what day it was. I had like a crazy premonition on some shit. Like, you know what I mean? You can know how some shit is happening, but you can't put a finger on what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over I went over Brad's crib. And this is our first time talking about this. Like,
Really?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I went over at the time a brother-in-law crib, and so we just up drinking upstairs. And that's why I would never drink 20 grand again. Remember, it was hot when it came.
Yeah.
Drinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, and at the time we was messing with music. You know who we messed with music, and we had some shit popping. We had a studio downtown, everything. We had some shit going.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm calling people. I'm like, man, we should turn this shit up. We need to get the family together. Just different individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. So I'm over there drinking. I come to the crib, and I just kind of black out a little bit to the point where my wife, like, she called my best friend and his son, like, this nigga tripping. Like, she's like, who following you? You know what I'm saying? Like what you talking about? Like, so I remember my nephew and my best friend and my other best friend Brandon. He come over, like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? And my nephew, your twin, he's like, Unc, who following you? I was like, man, man, I can't put a finger on this motherfucker's been following me and such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Are people really following you, or you just?
You know how you just? I'm a person who really tapped in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I got vibes. Like, I can feel, you know, it's like some shit ain't.
Something ain't right.
What Beanie Siegel say? And I can feel it in the air.
Yeah.
Like some shit like that. Like, I'm like, I don't know what it is, you know, but so I called a bunch of people on the phone. I am drunk too. Expressing how I feel. If I call somebody, I'm sorry. I said something, I'm sorry. But it was some crazy shit going on, man. I tried to shake that shit off me, man. Give me a cold shower, but it was some eerie feelings going on or whatever. And then what I remember is the next morning, you know, you check your social media, you know, first thing you goddamn check. I check my credit report nowadays, but you know what I'm saying? I'm checking. It's like, damn, such and such got popped. Whatchamacallit and such and such. I'm like,
just people just going to jail.
Yeah, it's a whole roundup going on, but that shit back home. You know, I ain't thinking nothing about it. I go back to sleep. So it was cold around that time. Like I want to say it snowed a few days before that shit, and so I had two big pit bulls or whatever in my backyard. And they had broke off the chain, you know, and I remember I never went back there to even fix it. I just let them roam around. So I wake up. I had a 2-story crib. I wake up, and it's King and Blue, you know, in the back. I'm like, I hear something say, "Get down, boy, down, boy." I'm like, what the fuck? I'm spooked out. I'm talking about, I'm in here, goddamn, tripping. I got my little boy with me. You know what I'm saying? My wife, you know, after that night you done drunk, you know how that next morning, I'm like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I go, you know, to the middle of the house, I hear something, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, open the door, open the door, open the door. I'm like, damn, I can see, I had a big glass, so I could see the back, and then I could hear them at the front. So I'm like, shit, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So I go back, throw some clothes on, call my sister. I'm like, hey, I don't know what the fuck going on. It's some, you know what I'm saying? She just know, okay, something ain't right. So I go down there, I open the door. You got them things pointed on me at the door. So I told them, everybody, before I went down, I was like, hey, come to the front. You know what I'm saying? So they had nothing but them things pointed at me. And so I'm like, damn. So I got my little boy behind me. I was like, hey, you know what I mean? Got my little boy like, hey, ain't nothing in here. So the first thing he asked me, he said, are you Johnny Hunt? I said, no. Are you his son? No. Are you the brother? Yes. We need to talk. So he come in, you know, pistols aimed up. They go through my whole house. I had a 4,000 square feet house at the time. They go through my whole crib. I'm not thinking no Fed shit. I just wasn't there with it. I wasn't tapped in like that. So they go all through the crib and shit like that. I'm like, what? You know, he took my phone too. So whatever he did, you know, my sister, she was on the phone. She just knew to come over, like some shit ain't right. So she came over, and then he's like, where is Johnny? I'm like, shit, I mean, I don't know. I think he's in the hospital or something. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him yesterday. He's like, what hospital? I'm like, you know, like, shit. I mean, if you know everything else, then you know. So, like I said, my sister came in. This dude recited her number, like
her phone number.
Yeah, he's like, you must be such and such. Your number still such. Yeah, and so then I'm just digging deep. I'm like, where's y'all motherfuckers on? I'm getting a little cocky with the dude. He cocky as fuck. He kind of like the dude off what's the Frank Lucas movie? What's it called? American Gangster.
Yeah.
He was kind of like Richie. That's his name.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of like him. He was real, you know. I said, you know, so I'm flexing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? After you and went through here, I'm thinking you're searching for something. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you looking for something like, this me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, I don't touch, I ain't into nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, so what you think? He bought this or something? Like, no, we know who bought this. You know what I'm saying? And we know this too. We know your mother passed this year. So I'm like, who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? I'm tripping. I'm like, he knew
Yeah.
my whole life, his everything. Like I said, I'm still half drunk. You know what I'm saying? From the night before, I'm like, this shit too much. I'm like, this fool, he just got out of jail. I'm like, you know, well, yeah, we have a indictment for such. I don't know what an indictment is at the time. You know what I'm saying? I knew what Biggie said. You know, it's only what the feds I fear.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it still wasn't hitting me then. You know what I'm saying? And then, some type of way he caught wind of it. With me and him, we had no contact. You know what I'm saying? He tried to run my name and, you know, all things. He was trying to get me to just say where he was at or something like that. You know, he trying to run my name, Warrens, man. I'm clean. I'm a square. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To you, like, you know, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So after he couldn't find that, some kind of way he got a tip of, you know, what was going on. So he was able to dip from where he was at.
You talking about John, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So he got a tip. And actually, I think you told me, you said it was the people in Waxahachie, the actual police. Or, yeah, who kind of tipped you?
When I got out, like I said, I got out of Waxahachie, and I took a plea to taste of probation. So my probation officer kept calling me. Hey man, I need you to come report. You know what I mean? So I told him straight like this, man, I just got out of jail. I don't fucking report for about 30 days. What you calling me for? You know, he said, where you at? Oh, I'm blase. Okay, yo, what number you in? Blase. I said, man, what you keep calling me for? No, I'm just trying to check on you and stuff. I said, man, I don't report the 30 days. You know what I mean? So at the time, you know, I said to myself, in my mind, people were looking for me. This shit coming together. You know what I mean? And then some guys from Texarkana had called me and told me on the phone, hey man, the feds down here looking for you. You know what I mean?
See, that's news to me.
So he didn't know that. The feds is down here looking for you. They running around here looking for you. I'm like, shit, I don't stay in Texarkana.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let them keep looking down there because I don't stay down there.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? I try to not to let them know where I kind of be at. You know what I mean? I moved around, you know what I mean? I had a spot, but they really didn't know. You know what I mean? So I said, the feds looking for me. So I said, cool. So then, you know, I really was at a doctor's appointment. You know what I mean? So what I did was I jetted. I left the doctor's appointment. I jetted. You know what I mean? But when I had jetted, you know what I mean? So now the doctors are calling me back. Hey, we need you to come up here and, you know, we need you to fill out this information and stuff. So I said, what the fuck you keep calling me for? Because I'm not coming back up there. You know what I mean? So by then, I'm already peeped to the game. Now, they had enough time because I got a call to let them know that they was over, where they was at. You know what I mean? I knew where they was at.
You talking about the police? You knew where they was?
I knew where they was at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew where they was at. So they were trying to link me to stay where I'm at so they can have time to get there. So I ain't gonna let them get there. So I jetted, boom. You know what I mean? So when I jetted, I leave a car and everything.
You take off on foot?
So he knew, like I said, all this is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something going on over here. He got a whole other situation going on, right? So when he took my phone, they already know everything. I'm like, yeah, I talked to him. What y'all talking about? I said, shit, some cars and shit. We don't, you know what I'm saying? That's all we talk. We talk dogs, cars, basketball. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just some shit like that. I'm like, yeah, that's what we did. That's the number he called from? Yeah. So at that point, he did his partner like this here. He's at such and such. So he already knew. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know. You know, he be at a lot of hospitals. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so they connect the the phone number to the hospital that he's at.
Right. He already knew it, but he trying to get me to say it. I'm like, shit, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he already knew or whatever. So, you know.
So at no point, John, did you ever think like, let me get the fuck out of Dallas? You ain't not thinking that at all? Like,
I was, but you know what I mean? I didn't do it.
Okay. Okay. And so you just bouncing around Dallas for 9 months, or what happened?
For 9 months, I moved around Dallas.
Straight up?
Straight up.
Damn. Okay, and so how did they finally catch up to you?
One day I was just out on going shopping, and you know what I mean. It was just a routine stop. You know what I mean.
Like a traffic stop or something?
Mm-hmm.
And then they just ran your name or?
Read my name, so I just said, "Fuck it, I'm tired." I went here and gave it to him.
God damn.
They was shaking my spot down so much. They had me, you know, I'm at the crib. I did screen print. I had my shop at my crib.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it's time for me to go get my kids, or hell, if I'm going to go get lunch, them motherfuckers walking up to my door until they found him. And it's like the day that they found him that he got caught, it was my daughter's birthday. And I'm having a party. And I went to this guy, the guy rest his soul. He was a neighbor of mine. He had a nonprofit. And he was like giving me some food and shit to give some to my kids. We got a nonprofit as well, DFW Dream Team basketball. So he was giving us some just some stuff like some food and snacks for the boys or whatever. And so I bumped into this female lady. She was a guard or whatever at Seagoville that same day. You ain't know, and then she's like, I'm like, yeah, my brother, he got a situation he gonna have to deal with pretty soon. It's like, you know, I look out for him, and I'll give him a job, and I'm like, I don't know what a job is, like, and you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but like, cool. She was at a real cool spirit. Shit, I get to the crib, back to the crib with the shit. We celebrate my daughter's birthday, got a whole party going on. This female calls, say they got your brother. I'm like, crazy.
Yeah.
Just the karma, the different, you know what I'm saying? Shit that's happening, the way it's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just literally talked to this lady. I met her up there because she was getting some shit too. This dude had like all types of little snacks.
And this lady you didn't know this lady at all?
No.
And then she just, as soon as they got him, she called you.
No.
Oh.
When I went up there to get the snacks, she was getting some too. And we just started talking, having a conversation, and she was like, I work at the Seagoville FCC. Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, I don't know which one he gonna wind up being at. I don't know how this process gonna be, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Never exchange no names or nothing like that. And she was like, well, just let me know. I get him a job in there and this and that. I'm like, okay, all right. So I get back to the crib, and I think y'all had some snacks I was giving them to the kids at the birthday party. That's what I was doing. And so probably 20 minutes later, that shit happened. You know what I'm saying?
How did she know that John was your brother?
Well, she didn't. We just having a conversation. I was like, when she said she worked at Seagoville, I think she had some clothes on or something like that. So I'm thinking she's a regular guard, but she told me she was like a correctional officer or something. Over at the feds or whatever, and just had that conversation. I'm like, my brother, he gonna have to deal with some shit pretty soon. I don't know if he's gonna be Seagoville, Fort Worth, or I'm hoping it's somewhere close or whatever like that. And then like I said, 20 minutes later, shit, it was like shit.
They got him.
Yeah.
Like, Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
What was you thinking, John? What was you like? Fuck. Was you tired at that point?
I was tired at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just tired. You know what I mean? Watching my back, looking over my shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got tired.
So how much time you end up doing?
About 7 years, 7.5 years.
Okay. So that means you just came home 2020?
21.
Oh, so you this year?
This year. February 9th, 2021.
Oh shit. Okay. Man, welcome home, man.
Oh
Yeah, dang. Okay. And so whatever happened to man? Nobody.
Well, he got out of all that, got 5 years after doing what he did. He beat me home.
God. So he got 5 years, you got 7 years.
I got a 10-year sentence.
Okay, so you do 7 on the 10.
Well, I had to take a program, a drill program, everything, take courses and everything to get time knocked off of me.
Okay. And where did they have you at?
I went to Fort Worth, Pollock, Oakdale, back to Fort Worth.
Okay. God damn. Shit. And I mean, it sounds like a dumb question in my head, but you done with all that shit, right?
I'm done with that.
Okay. Okay.
You got too many Western collars out there now.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
Too many Western collars out there. Man, it seems, because to me, we had Freeway Rick Ross on the show before, and he told us, he was like, man, like, it is a given people are going to tell on you. Like, they're like, it ain't no way around it. That's part of the game.
Shout out Freeway. He was in Texarkana.
Yeah.
It's a given.
Golly, man.
It's a given.
Man, I mean, and this, what was that? What did you learn while you was that time that you were sitting down, man? Did you learn anything? Pick up any skills?
Well, see, people think you can pick up a lot of skills in there, but it really ain't no bunch of skills you can pick up. It ain't the way, I guess, prison used to be, the way they pocket right it used to be, because, you know, they started locking up everybody, you know what I mean, from smokers to nothing. You know what I mean? So you're around a bunch of different people, you know what I mean? So it really, I mean, it's just an opportunity to sit back and get your thoughts together and what you want to do, you know what I mean? The mistakes you made, try to better yourself, you know what I mean, when you get out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, what you plan on doing now, man? What's the plan going forward?
Well, right now we got this hunt bull kennel, going on.
Oh, okay, y'all still mess with the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In the right way. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up. Hunt Boys Kennels. Okay.
Yep.
All right. What kind of dogs y'all got? Or what kind of dogs y'all breeding?
We got American bullies. We exotic bullies. We tapped in with. He got sons in OKC, so they got Hunt Boys Kennels, OKC.
Okay.
Longview. We got a lot of shit going with the dogs. The dogs has been plentiful.
Yeah.
I mean, straight up, I'm for the bless Huey.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So,
now my cousin in Houston, he got a kennel, and he just got some little bulldogs, and the nigga be like, I'm not accepting nothing than 15,000. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like
for
that.
A puppy?
It's like that.
Like, yeah, nigga. I'm like,
that.
damn.
It's like that. Hey, it's like that for real.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Where can people buy dogs at from y'all?
You can hit us up on Instagram. My personal Instagram got hacked this morning. I was gonna tell you about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how all that works, but our Hunt Boy Kennels Instagram is Hunt Boys Kennels, boys with a Z, Kennels _. Hunt Boy Kennels _.
Okay.
So you
all
can
right.
reach out to us on there. We got Murrows. We got all the top of the line.
Okay.
Dogs.
Pocket bullies.
What is it?
Pocket bullies.
Pocket bullies?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the dogs come with papers and all that?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Man.
And also, we got the youth basketball organization, nonprofit, DFW Dream Team. That's DFW _basketball _ I'm sorry, DFW _ Dream Team _ basketball. And I'm actually, just seeing what my brother went through, it made me do something totally, different, and, reach out to the kids and stuff. And I've been coaching at a school for a year now. I'm kicking ass, at the school. In that school, they accept me for who I am and everything like that. And it's been cool. We've been doing good things with the kids. We had the organization like 6 years, so it's like kind of the time he went in or was in hiding or whatever. That's when I popped that off, and that kind of did some good things or whatever. We got a real good squad.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up, man.
And we're recruiting.
Oh, okay. Okay. What age? Little kids?
Yeah, we'll take them all. Like I mean, this kids is big business too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I'm telling you, dudes gave me $3,500 to bring my son to Kansas one time.
Really?
No, really.
Damn.
It's beautiful.
Okay, yeah. Goddamn. I didn't get my son up in
Yeah.
training.
And that's called a coaching fee. We take care of. They take care of the coaches.
Yeah.
Rooms and board. Nothing like cash money per se, but
Okay.
they take care of us. Real.
Man, you gonna get your son disqualified before you even get to college, man.
My son is a businessman. Follow him too. Deuce _ got the juice.
Have they for kids? Maybe I don't even know if you may know this. For college, have they signed that that thing where they can benefit off their likeness and all that?
Yes, I think I heard Master P say something about it on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
I think that is coming through. He said his son getting like a $2 million deal.
Yeah, I thought it was like well, I don't know when, but I thought it was like this summer that they were supposed to sign.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
for their likeness or whatever. And then also I heard that they're about to do it for high school. You got some guys like my son 12. They follow the high school guys more so than some NBA guys.
Yeah,
like these dudes is on.
Have you seen the one arm dude?
Yeah.
I was just with him. I got a picture with him.
Straight up?
With him. Yep. A week ago. Yeah, I was just with him.
This nigga can ball, man.
No,
he can ball.
We got 1 minute to talk about Doug.
Who's Doug?
Okay, Doug was a guy we befriended on the East Coast. You know.
Yeah.
And so he would come down, and we'll play in the yard. I was like, nah, I'm finna get serious with his ass. We competitive, and I'm not knowing about the games they was having. You know what I'm saying? This dude, Doug, got a short arm. Motherfucker could hoop.
Really?
Could hoop. I'm like Baron Davis. I'm talking about. I was like, that's the best player I had seen at that time. And then when he said it, cause he hooped too. Brother had bounce. You know what I'm saying? So he could hoop. I was like, what the fuck?
Where is he at? Where's Doug at?
Doug is from DC. He in DC. We just
What's his last name? You know his last name?
Dormo.
Doug Dormo?
Yeah, that's my boy. Shout out Doug, man. He doing a good thing with the kids. He got a lot of boys out there. Like I said, we finally spoke a couple days ago.
Okay.
After I met the
one
Emmanuel
arm
kid. Yep. And then I was like,
what's the game? I don't want to keep calling him one arm dude.
It's Emmanuel Manziel. I think that's his
Emmanuel
name.
Manziel.
Yeah, he a superstar.
Man,
He a star.
I just seen a video with him dunking on somebody, vicious.
I saw it in real life.
You was there at the game?
I was there. So I was like, I do this. Coaching is my job. So my paycheck say.
Oh, okay.
I'm there looking at him. I said, he's a 5-star athlete. Like, there's no way he's not number one if, that's the situation. He hard.
Do you think he gonna go to the next level?
Yeah, because he's gonna bring a crowd too. Yeah. He has great charisma.
I just feel like
that arm holding back.
Yeah.
But somebody gonna put
he
him
know
on
how to
TV
use it
for publicity and money wise.
You gotta think the guys he was playing against are 4-star, 5-star guys. They were trapping him.
Yeah, but high school is different from college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is like.
It is a place for that man.
Yeah.
On the NBA roster.
You think so? NBA?
I be with NBA guys from time to time. Yes. He
has
that athleticism.
I did it for a football guy. Them two brothers, Shaq Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Shaquille Griffin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep. No, he is the real deal. I'm telling you. Now.
I maybe can see him college, but NBA.
He don't go to college. He go to that G League and get $1 million right now. That good. Because you cannot go. You're gonna send him. They're gonna send him left.
Right. Send him left.
Send him left. They played him that way. He hard. He knows what he's doing. His passing IQ is off the charts. Not to sit here and be blowing you up, E, but you good. You know what I'm saying? you nice. You know what I'm saying? But he got it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're gonna keep, he just got it, bro. Like he's kind of like a Tracy McGrady with that situation. Yep, that's who I would compare him to.
I just don't see nobody, and I've seen him crossing people up. I'm like, how the fuck is he crossing people with one arm?
Yep,
that's the game.
Shit.
I remember Doug out there. He was spin around like you couldn't. He was nice like that.
And he was a lefty too.
And then that other
Doug is? Doug a lefty? Golly, man.
Right arm short, left arm long.
Yeah, but that arm is like super strong, like because he's like Superman. I'm seeing him hit passes like just crazy, and they couldn't even handle the passes. Like I watched that game. I could vouch for him.
I want to see Emmanuel on a collegiate level, man. I know he gonna be able to make money if especially they sign that thing. I know he gonna be able to make money, But I mean, because once you get into that collegiate level, the athletes, it's only like from high school. I think everybody get on the team.
Right.
From college, it's probably a little less. You know what I mean?
Gotta work your way up.
Yeah.
See,
So it's more athletes in collegiate.
I'm with these guys a lot because of my profession. I'm
Yeah.
with a lot of collegiate guys, some low pro, you know what I'm saying, guys or whatever. This dude,
He got it.
yes.
Okay.
Outside
You heard
of
it
that
here
condition, he got it.
Oh, you heard it here second. Okay. Okay, man. God dang. All right, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. Sharing y'all story, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and welcome home, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, make sure y'all grab y'all dog from Hunt's Boys Kennels, man.
For
Go
sure.
grab you. I don't know. You say y'all got some. What kind of dogs
Got
again?
Burrow bullies.
Burrow
That's
bullies.
the funny color looking.
Merle.
Yeah, it's
Merle,
like a
okay.
genetic, gene or whatever. Got Merle. We got the pocket bullies.
XL.
Got XLs. We got everything. We got everything.
I know
And
what's the
also-
name used to have a dope kennel, Big Boy from Outkast.
Oh yeah, Big Boy got some stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, Little Baby got a nice little.
Really?
So everybody's in on it. It's a great game to be in because you actually producing. I look at all these dogs like my grandkids, like if I
Like
had
your
grandkids
kids.
or something like, yeah,
That's what's up, man.
So yeah,
Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. Chris and John, man.
Right,
Thank
sure,
y'all, man.
for sure.
Yeah. Yo, man, this has been the Tap In Podcast, man. Make sure y'all don't forget, man, the getting is in the giving, man. Make sure, don't forget that the getting is in the giving. And this has been the Tap In Podcast. Holla.